Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Sunday Messages. And if you're watching on YouTube or if you're watching live right now, feel free to leave a comment and let me know how you're doing, because this has been a wicked week, if I do say so myself. So if you've been having a hard time, I just want to let you know you're not alone. I have had a ton of friends having a hard time. I've been having a hard time. Something's up. Something's going on. So I just wanted to validate you all if you've been feeling the crazy as well. And I would say it's about time for, it really has been. Yes, it has. Just running around, busy. Okay, so frantic energy, emotional, turbulent. That would be the best way I could describe it this week. So I'd say it's about time for a prayer, if I do say so myself. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. I am in full agreement for rapid relief. I'm in full agreement for you to feel your path smoothing out, for the right next steps to be clear and evident. And I'm in full agreement for you to release any resistance around using your tools. I'm in full agreement for you to feel intuitively what the right tool is in the right moment for you. I'm in full agreement for you to feel fully equipped, for you to be in deep connection and support of yourself. I'm in full agreement for any fog to lift. I'm in full agreement for the clouds to part, for the sun to shine. I'm in full agreement for there to be peace that's landed within you, for you to have sharp clarity of mind and soul. I'm in full agreement for resolution. Full agreement for resolution, full agreement for ease, full agreement for grace. And for you to allow it. I'm in full agreement for you to be able to drop, as in no longer tell stories that are tormenting you, if you happen to have any of those going on at the moment. And for you to have the audaciousness to focus exclusively in the direction of your desire and to own it fully and to know that it's yours. Full agreement. Hallelujah, amen. Okay, friends. Let's do prayer requests first, and then I'm going to go ahead and do this advice column as well. And then we'll pull some tarot. So this one is anonymous, and it says, I'm tired of being in my church with my family, being held back by my past life, both financially and spiritually. Quick clarification on that. I want to let you know past lives do not affect you unless you are telling a story that past lives affect you. So karma, my definition of karma is that it's information. That's it. It's not a block. It's not something that is in the way unless you make it so. So just wanted to point that out, give you a little bit of relief there. I want to be free and move forward. I want my desired lifestyle manifested in real time. I'm tired of wanting for something to happen. I feel like I was easily manipulated by religion and charlatans. I want to be myself again because I lost that. Here's the main piece that's coming up. I'm in full agreement for you to reconnect with your wholeness. So that's the piece, is like getting angry at the church, while I get it, it will fragment you and cause an internal disturbance, right? So having something like that happen, no matter what it is, it's the same idea of like, hatred is drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. That's why you want to be, it's always delicate, because when we have wounds, it's like, well, it makes sense that you want to lash out, reject, be angry. But the piece that matters most is in what concentration, in what intensity, and for how long are you going to stay there? So what I want to point out is that when you're there, when you're resentful, angry, bitter, feeling ruined, feeling lost, all it is temporary disconnection from wholeness, temporary disconnection from your alignment, and that's why it feels bad. A good thing for you to listen to right now would actually be the 7 Deadly Shadows Masterclass. By the way, it's free. I'll put the link in the description box as well. All of the videos are on YouTube. Highly, highly, highly recommend that, because I explain more of the mechanical pieces. But here's the prayer. Here's the gist. I'm in full agreement for you to connect to your wholeness, for you to stabilize yourself within your wholeness, for you to feel peace within your wholeness, and for you to know that as being your truth. Because when you're connected, when you're in alignment, nothing has gone wrong, because it's just forward movement from here on out. Going back to the wound is where that temporary disconnection happens. So I'm in full agreement for you to access stability and for you to understand and remember that right now is perfect for everything that you want. I'm in full agreement for you to recognize and know that emotions are positive, emotions are an indication that you're moving in the direction of the lifestyle you desire. Okay, so that's the other piece that I really hope lands for you. And I'm in full agreement for you to keep your eyes peeled for non-manifestational evidence and non-manifestational victories, which I've talked about before. So there you are. I hope that helps. Here's the next one. This is for Brandon. My dog has crazy separation anxiety. He has destroyed almost all of my furniture, and he breaks out of his crate to no avail within minutes. He's never home alone long. He is being neutered at the beginning of the month, so I'm praying for a smooth surgery and recovery and some sort of ease with his behavior and emotional state, and also that he behaves well enough in daycare that he doesn't get kicked out for being bad. Okay. I'm in full agreement for you to amplify your attention around when he is really well behaved. I'm in full agreement for that to become dominant and for you to be so clear and focused on the good behavior that it bleeds over into everything else. I'm also in full agreement for any necessary resources in order for whatever you need. I'm in full agreement for whatever you need for highest good and well-being of everyone involved and affected to be delivered to you swiftly and easily. Full agreement. Full agreement for you to know that everything's going to be okay, and full agreement for you to know deeply that this is not a problem that is too big for God to solve. I promise you that. Okay. All right, we've got an advice column. But really quick, because what a cool prayer. Yeah. I thought that was a good one too. I haven't given an animal prayer in a long time. By the time you are listening to this or watching this, The December cosmic weather has already come out. Ignore this if you're watching live. But the December cosmic weather has already come out. And I want to let you know that I'm also going to be doing a 2023 general overview cosmic weather for the whole year of 2023. So that'll be coming out sometime in December as well. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And also, I want to remind you that if you have, I've received a big influx of one-on-one applications lately, and I just want to remind all of you, the absolute best way to get my eyes and my brain on your stuff is getting the nightery. That's the best way to do it. Understand that one-on-one is very high ticket. It's very much for people who are all in, who are ready for high ticket investment. So I've just been noticing that I've been having a lot of one-on-one applications where that's not where people are at. Totally okay. If you're not there, get into the nightery. And also I want to remind you, doors open on the 1st of each month. So if you apply on the 20th and you pay on the 20th, then you get in on the 1st of the upcoming month. So if you're listening to this now, or before December 1st, this is the last opportunity to work with me this year. And I think December is a good month to do it because we get to set you up for 2023. And there's a 1 month minimum for the nightery, and it's just like one of the best ways to work with me, in my opinion. So it's open. The doors are always open unless it's full. So that would be the only time that doors are closed, but it's 1 month minimum, 3 months maximum. And there's VIP seats if you want to add on calls every single week, or you can just do Voxer. But if you want to work with me, if that is something that you desire, that's what I would do. And if you're a big dog, if you're ready for full out, you want everything I've got, one-on-one spots are available as well. But I just wanted to clear all of that up and let you know if you want to really shift and prepare for 2023, December is a great month to do it, and we can get some good stuff brewing as you head into this next year. So check that out. Applications are available, spots are available, and remember, you can do Voxer only, and there's also seats available if you want more of a full, fleshed out mastermind experience. Is there anything else? I believe that's it. That's all for the moment. Okay, let's move into this advice column. Hi, Sid. Hope everything is awesome. Lately, I have been feeling out of sorts and a bit stuck. I'm so ready for a level up in job and partnership arena in particular, but I'm having a hard time breaking through. I've been meditating, journaling, doing self-care, enjoying and being present in all the amazing things that I do have in my life. How can I bring home the amazing manifestations that I've been cultivating? Also, when you feel like you're doing all of the things, something still isn't coming, what's going on? How do you identify what's gumming things up? Thank you so much. Sending you all of the love and gratitude. Isn't this like every single person's issue? That's how I feel, at least. So, impatience is really what this comes down to. And impatience is indicating there is a contradiction to what you want. That's the simplest way I can put it. So if you've fallen into impatience, I've temporarily looked at, it's not happening. Let me say this a bit sharper. So the way manifestation works is there's a period of time that it looks like nothing is happening. It's like nothing, boom, manifestation. And so you can't let the nothing distract you from knowing that your desire is unfolding. That's where things are getting tripped up. So if you're saying, I hear this all the time from clients, I'm meditating, now where's my stuff? Right? And so it's tempting to do that. And sometimes I get fussy and very human, and I do that too. Of course, there's nothing wrong with it, but just understand that it's an indication that you've shifted out of enjoying refining things, and you've shifted out of enjoying the unfolding, because once it's there, then you're just going to have to shift into maintenance mode. That's the only thing that really, that's the only difference, is you're always going to be navigating distance. You're always going to be navigating not here yet. That's a permanent, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. All of you need to understand, no matter how much money you make, no matter what relationships are in your life, no matter how well your career is going, you're going to be in that not here yet. And so, because I know your situation a little bit more clearly, do you remember when you were in a space where it was just, I want to get out of this job that I have. I don't like how I'm treated at this job. I want a better one. And navigating the space, the distance, was about getting into the vibe, getting into the excitement of the dreamy job. And so now you're saying, well, I want more. And it's like, yes, exactly. You want more. There's more distance. That's a permanent state. So we all just have to accept that that is a permanent state, that there's always going to be more on the other side of the manifestation. There is no getting around it. You are not going to be able to bypass it. It's here to stay. So that is the main thing that I want you to remember. And if you're feeling impatient, you want to get back to, am I enjoying what I'm doing? Am I enjoying the fantasy? Am I enjoying, if you're not enjoying journaling, if journaling is not moving the needle emotionally, then what are you journaling on? That's really the question. Because if it's a chore, you're not using it in a constructive way. If you're meditating and it's just this chore that you check off, then it's not really having the effect that you want it to have. So any tool or task or practice that you're using should emotionally elevate you in some capacity. I think that's a good perspective to hold. That's a good way to gauge, is what I'm doing working. If you're experiencing relief from something, it's working, right? Or if you're moving up, if you're feeling a negative emotion lift, or if you're shifting from boredom to excitement or something like that, you're seeing the needle move, but it's an emotional needle. That's why you do what you do. That's the maintenance piece while you're navigating the distance, so that boom, then manifestations come, but then manifestations come and you're going to have more. There's going to be more stuff to focus on. There's going to be more distance. There's going to be another thing. There's going to be more. So just make peace with it and focus more on pleasure. For you, I would say that is the key piece. Are you taking pleasure from? Do you enjoy the fantasy? Do you enjoy what you're doing? Because that will make it go way, way faster. However, I'm even hesitant to say that because a lot of people say, yeah, I'm having a good time, but, and you just, right, fell off. You fell back into the it's not here yet. So it's a very delicate balance. Just know that emotional work is the only work that's really worth doing. Focusing on shifting your emotions, elevating your emotions, that's That's key. That's like the main thing that is worth focusing on. I would say keep a close eye on your or not on your manifestations. Don't do that. Keep a close eye on your emotions. Only do practices that support your emotional shifting, and don't try to evaluate in 3D, because it's a distraction, because it's going to take you, as soon as you look at 3D, you're going to say it's not here yet every time. So just don't look, just for a little bit, and focus on the emotion and go from there. That's really what you're after here. Let me see if there's any other questions I didn't answer. One more thing. How can I bring home the amazing manifestations that I've been cultivating? You'll know you're there when the emotional satisfaction is so high and so compatible with what you want that the manifestation is no longer a big deal. That's kind of a difficult place for people to get, but it's the truth. As soon as it's like I'm already so there emotionally, it's kind of irrelevant if the manifestation comes, then you'll know you've done it. When you feel like you're doing all the things, something still isn't coming. Well, again, I don't do things like I don't do practices to get stuff. I generate as many emotions. I do my best to stabilize my emotions and elevate my emotions. And that is why I do stuff. So the intention behind your practices is the difference here. That's the distinguishing factor. How do you identify what's gumming things up? Easy, where you're looking and what story you're telling. So as soon as this is like the crux for everyone, including me, is it's not here yet. Like that thought, it's like, that's it. That's what's gumming everything up. But it hasn't happened yet. Yes, that's it. And so getting over that piece is the toughest part for pretty much everyone. I don't know anyone who hasn't been frustrated by that at some point. So I think I got all of your questions on that. Okay, let's shift into reading some tarot. Let's see what's going on for the week. Oh, one more thing did come to mind. Okay, housekeeping, last piece. I made an executive decision that the next round of Apex is going to start in April, not May. So I just wanted to let you know, for those of you who are wondering, that I moved it up a month. Two of Wands. It's interesting. So this card is usually like planning. However, I always see receiving in this card. Do you see how it's like I'm receiving this white ball or this sphere thing? It always looks like taking it in every time I see this card. So let's see. I need more information before I can speak to that. Six of Swords. Movement. What is this? Movement and receiving. Okay, so there's one piece for those of you who have been having a hard time. The Six of Swords indicates the turbulence calming down. So this week it's going to be like things are smoothing out. I'm landing on dry land. Things are calming down. That's the main thing coming through here. But I feel like there's more. Like there's more to the story. The card just fell out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna... Maybe I should take that one. Let me pull one and then I'll see what fell out. Okay, so Four of Cups. This is a weird reading this week. And then Page of Cups is the one that fell out. Okay, so there's a strong indication to go back to basics. So this is not going to be a week where you like want to add on a whole bunch of things. This is going to be more about refinement, taking good care of your nervous system, always. But particularly this week, if you're coming out of either a stressful period, you've been having a hard time, you've had a lot on your plate, there's a lot going on with the holidays, stuff like that, whatever season of life you're in, it's just a matter of simplify. That is the main message for the week. It's like simplicity is key. Less is more. Focus on cooling down. Let the energy cool down. Let yourself just not have to prove or strive or work for it. That's the main thing. So with the Two of Wands, at least how I see this is there's no conditions, there's no action that needs to be taken, there's no conditions that need to be met. Your ability to receive is non-conditional. It's unconditional. So let yourself know that deeply. And I'm also, the Four of Cups is really reading like temptation of the mind. I don't actually see this as an external offer. I see this as, am I going to take the bait that I have to run myself ragged or bleed myself dry or work extra hard or feed into this story in order to get what I want? Let action be fun. Let action be inspired. Let your receiving be unconditional. Let it just, it just gets to be that way. There's nothing that needs to happen. There's nothing you need to do. You just get to receive the thing. What a radical idea for us all. So that's also where the Page of Cups is coming in. It's like that innocence, how I bring up infancy because it almost reveals the truth of what you deserve. Because when you take it back to, okay, well, show me an infant that isn't worthy of love. Show me an infant that isn't worthy of resources, and it simply doesn't exist. And so that's where you actually get to see, like, you get to receive just because you do, just because you get to receive. It's not complicated. And so go back to basics. The other message coming through, there's a lot coming through, is if you're getting really tangled up in anything, check and see if your basics are covered. Meaning, when's the last time you ate a good meal? Are you hydrated? Have you moved your body? Did you get a good night's sleep? Like, go back to basics, because that is going to really illuminate some things for you. And instead of beating yourself up for not being on top of everything, you might find like, oh yeah, I've been under a lot of stress and I haven't been sleeping well. And so it might actually reveal why you've been how you've been, or feeling how you're feeling, or whatever. So just go back to basics, keep it simple, keep everything super clean, take it easy, and know that smoother times are ahead. And that's it. All right, friends. So I hope you have a wonderful week. That is it. Don't forget, get into the Nightery. That is the last way to work with me before 2023. It is, in my opinion, the best way to work with me, at least at this point in time with what I have available. And let's get you all set up. Yes, you're so welcome. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. And again, check out Cosmic Weather for December and Cosmic Weather for 2023. It's going to be a good one, and I will see you next time. Bye.